Good evening and welcome to the English language premiere of the business presentation from Natura Vitalis. We welcome you in our studio in Cologne, Germany. And we welcome all of the different people that are watching tonight from Germany, from France, from Belgium, from Spain, from Russia, from the Maldives, from Australia, from Great Britain, from Hungary, and from my home country, the USA. I'm Michelle Marie Shockley, international speaker and radio talk show host from the show Heartfelt with Michelle, and I'm really glad that you took the time to join our English language presentation of Natura Vitalis, because Natura Vitalis is where health and wealth for you, Natura Vitalis. And tonight, it doesn't matter what I present or what we talk about. The most important thing is you and no one else. You are the most important person in your life, because if you're not doing well, then your family's not doing well or your environment's not doing well. So we want to concentrate on you and how you can start doing better. We're glad you joined us and hope you will enjoy our presentation. Have you ever played this game before as a child? What if? What if I had superpowers? That was always a favorite in my neighborhood. Everyone wanted to have superpowers like Superman or be invisible or something like that. But what if you had the wish? And what if money was no object? What if you were able to have enough money, or what if you had enough money in order to fulfill all of your dreams? What would it be? Would you want to spend more time with your family? I think that's something that most of us do. I know in different countries we have a very demanding society where it doesn't work anymore that just one person in the family is earning money. In most families in most countries, both partners have to go to work and earn money. And that means, where are the kids? If they're small. If they're big, it's a little bit different. But if they're small kids, what's going on with the kids? Do you have enough time to spend with your children? What if money was no object? Would you spend more time with your kids? What about your home? Would you have the house of your dreams? This house, it looks like it's in a nice warm area with the palm trees. So yeah, I think I could imagine living in this house, but maybe that's not the type of house you like. Maybe you want a duplex, or maybe you want a little ranch house, or maybe you just want an apartment or a flat in the city. If money were no object, what kind of house or what kind of apartment or flat would you have? And your dream car? Well, these are two German dream cars, a Mercedes and a Porsche. But of course, I think everyone who drives a car, everyone who has a driver's license, has a dream car in their mind. For me, I just purchased my dream car last weekend. My son, his dream car is a McLaren, yeah, and I think that's a great dream car to have. But what would your dream car be? What if money were no object and your dream car was parked in front of your dream house? That would be pretty interesting. That would be pretty cool, wouldn't it? What if? What if you could take a dream holiday? Have you ever had a dream holiday? My parents never took a vacation. And all the years growing up, and now my parents are in their 70s and 80s, they never took a holiday. They never took a vacation. What if you could take a dream vacation? Where would it be? Would you go visit an island, or would you say, no, I want to go to the Grand Canyon? Or would you say, I want to go to this waterfall in South America, or I want to go to this national park in Africa? What would it be? If money were no object, would you travel? Would you take a special vacation or a holiday? These things don't need to stay mere wishes. You have the possibility of realizing them. And how can we do that? Well, let's talk about that this evening. Let's talk about the opportunities that we have, and let's talk about the possibilities. What if you could earn simply an extra €100 or $100 a month, or 100 pounds? Yeah, we have all different currencies here. What if you earned an extra $500 or euros or pounds a month? What would that make for a difference? Would you buy different food? Would you buy different clothes? Would you go to the movies more often? Would you go to the theater, have season tickets at the theater? What would you do if money were no object? Of course, achieving financial freedom as a normal wage earner is not very likely. And financial freedom is a very personal term for everyone, because some people are really happy and say, you know, an extra $300, euros, pounds a month, with that, I would be really happy and I would be able to buy all of my organic food that I want. And other people, financial freedom means having $15,000 or pounds or euros a month. Everyone has a different definition, but to get to this financial freedom, the chance of you getting there, working your 8 to 5 or your 9 to 5 job, yeah, as Dolly Parton saying umpteen years ago, working 9 to 5, just a way to make a living, working 9 to 5, barely making it, yeah. There are very few people that I would say are wage earners that are financially free, but yeah, those are then the presidents or the CEOs of big companies. They're also wage earners. Yeah, they're not your typical wage earner, but they're wage earners. Yeah, how can you become financially free? What do you have for a possibility of becoming financially free? Well, you could start your own business. In some countries, it's easier than in other countries because of legal requirements or because of taxation or things like that. You could start your own business. You could become self-employed. Think of it. Maybe you have a friend that started up a nail studio, or you have a friend that started up a hair studio, or you have a friend that started up an arts and crafts store. Yeah, that's very popular. Or some people have a painting store that they make their own paintings and sell it. But what do you have involved with these type of things? What kind of problems are there? What kind of issues do you have? Well, often you have high investment cost, either 5 or 6 figures. And most of us, well, let's take McDonald's, for example, because I think everyone can relate to McDonald's. McDonald's requires anymore that you bring in $1 million or euros or whatever of yourself before you even go and take out a loan. And good, this type of restaurant is very profitable, but first you have to have this amount of money to invest in that. And not a lot of us have that extra money lying around and that amount in order to invest these figures. So starting out your own business, you know, sometimes you're talking $20,000 euros, pounds, or we go up to several $100,000. So there's high investments, there's high running cost. Think of it, if you have a building or if you're renting space, you have to pay the electricity, you have to pay the heat, you have to pay the telephone, you have to pay the internet. Maybe you have to pay an alarm system. Maybe you're in a shopping mall and you have to pay partly for the security guard or other things there. Who knows? There's always high running costs involved when you have a business where you have to keep some sort of where you have to keep goods and where you have to have a showroom. How about starting up your business in a healthy, constantly growing market? That is an idea. It was once said, the key to becoming wealthy or getting rich is to sell a product that everyone needs, preferably every month, but on a regular basis. Let's take an example of a car dealership. The car dealer, he makes a sale. It's a sale that happens once, and he's hoping and planning that you come back in intervals to have your car worked on there or maintained there. And yeah, okay, that works. And then of course after 3 or 4 years, and he says, hey, you know, how about a new car? Yeah, okay. That is a possibility too. But how about starting up a business where the people have a product, they use it, they need it, and they want to buy more of it? That's the idea of a great business. And it's an idea of a great business opportunity. And we'd like to look a little bit further into this opportunity with you. The biggest industry in the world is the health sector. And once we start looking at the figures in a couple minutes, it is amazing when we start thinking about that. But on the one side, but on the other side, it's clear because a lot of us do extra things for our health. Think about it. 50 years ago, how many people went to a fitness club? And how many people do you know now that go to a fitness club and pay every month to do something like that? It's a little bit, yeah, if we want to include that in the health sector, fitness clubs, that would also be a possibility. But just think about other things, natural medical doctors, or if you have people that do chiropractic, yeah, or if you have then other doctors or other specialists. 432 billion euros was the volume of turnover in the health sector in Germany alone last year. Just in Germany. 432 billion euros. So if we're talking dollars, that's about $500 billion, yeah? That's just in Germany. And think about that. Most of the things in the health sector are medicine related or pharmaceutical related. We're not even talking about a lot of the preventative stuff, what's in this amount. This makes the health market even bigger than the car industry. And in such countries where the car industry is a major industry, like in France or like in Germany or in America or in China, yeah, it's hard to imagine that the health industry, the health market is even bigger than that. But it is. And wouldn't it be a chance or an opportunity to join into that? Wouldn't that make sense? To join into a market where it's constantly growing and you can profit from it and you could have advantages from it? That would be a thought. The forecast for 2021. And 2021, dear viewers of the show, is less than 3 years away. In 2021, we're coming to the end of 2021. We're talking about a sale of over 1 billion. No, that would be 1 trillion. That would be 1 trillion euros. The 1 billion would be 1 trillion. 1 trillion euros in this sector. That is amazing. And you have a chance to be a part of it. Why is this market growing so constantly? Have you ever thought about that? How many of you took vitamins as a kid? I took as a kid Flintstone vitamins. Whether they were good or bad, who knows? But I ate those things like they were candy. I took all sorts of Flintstone vitamins, the chewable vitamins. We have these different type of things that we do. Or here in Germany, kids always got a special type of drink, a liquid that had that helped them to build up iron, yeah? And they were all got red cheeks from this, and it's called Rotbäckchen, because it means the red cheeks. And so we all do this, we all do these things also to our children, yeah? And, but why is this market growing so consistently? Well, there are different reasons. There's a dramatic increase in the number of so-called lifestyle diseases, such as heart attacks, cancer, and diabetes. And this is partly due to the dramatic loss of nutrients in fruits and vegetables over the last 50 years. Not only in that, but also, for example, in wheat. Wheat that we have nowadays is not the same wheat that we had for 50 years. It's just a totally different quality. And the wheat from back then had more substances that we needed than the wheat nowadays. So it's not only in fruits and vegetables. But let's just stay with the fruits and vegetable topic, because there was a study done a few years ago in 1985, 1996, and then it was then again updated in 2002. That is the famous, from the pharmacy company Geigy, the famous Geigy report. The screen's blinking a little bit in the regie. I don't know. Okay, I'll just read it to you shortly. For example, broccoli. Doesn't matter if you like broccoli or not, but let's just use broccoli as an example. The calcium in broccoli. Yeah, between 1985 and 2002, the amount of calcium has decreased by 73%. Or how about a standard apple? Yeah, vitamin C in apple has decreased from 1985 to 2002 by 60%. Horrible, yeah? We have in a lot of countries 5 a day, yeah, 5 portions of fruits and vegetables. But if you're taking these 5 portions of fruits and vegetables, they're still not worth what they were 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago. It's just not the same quality, unfortunately. And that's part of the reason that we're having these lifestyle diseases. Yeah? But there's also an agreement among nutritional experts. Many of these lifestyle diseases are nutrition related and are also, therefore, preventable. But nutrition related in several different ways. One is, of course, when you're doing things to yourself like smoking or drinking a lot of Coca-Cola, or if you're eating a lot of burgers and fries. But it can also be, you're eating these fruits and vegetables that don't have the nutrients in them that your body needs. For this reason, 1 in every 3 persons in Germany are taking nutritional supplements. And in America, it's 1 in every 2. 50% of the Americans take nutritional supplements. And when you think about it, that's a lot. 1 in 3 in Germany, 1 in 2 in America. Yeah, and there's good reasons for that. I've always been a fan of food supplements or nutritional supplements just because I was never the best or healthiest eater. And I realized at such a young age that it's important. It's important to do this. It doesn't justify my bad eating habits. I'm working on them to get them better. But I knew that if I don't do that, then the alternative is either take a few pills now preventative or take a lot of pills now to try to take care of some sort of disease. And decisions. And my decision is clear. My decision is food supplements. Natura Vitalis operates successfully in this market sector, and that is nutritional supplements. We are a made in Germany company. That's where the headquarters is located. The products are made here, and we have been on the market for almost 20 years now, successfully also over 17 years in the equivalent of a home shopping network called QVC in Germany. And we want to help you to get better health and more wealth in your life. The owner of the company, the man who founded this company, Frank Velte, almost 20 years ago, he decided he wanted to start a company that would enable people to get these nutrients that they needed, yeah, because we're not getting it from our food sources. So he started this out, and through his actions, through his continuous television presence, through this home shopping network called QVC, yeah, it's made, and Natura Vitalis is the most popular and most well-known food supplement brand in Germany. And now we're taking it into the world. And you have a chance to be a first starter in your country. And it's a brand of distinction in the truest sense of the word. We have all sorts of honors. And if you just go to your local grocery store and look at the little products there, and you take it off the shelf and look at it, and you're reading the directions or reading the ingredients on it, look to see if you have any awards on there. You don't? Then maybe it's time to start thinking about what type of products you're using or you're taking, and if maybe there's other products on the market that might be more beneficial for you. We can say here really from Steve Austin, the $1 Million Man, we have the technology. Here we have the biotechnology. We have the possibility. Almost 20 years, made in Germany. Natura Vitalis has its registered office in Germany with very high qualities, very high standards in the production facility. Our focus, products composed by nature, composed in the sense of a symphony, with your melody and your harmony coming together to make this beautiful work of music. Our products are composed by nature. Since March of this year, we have special products out on the market with cannabis. And until this year, I knew that cannabis, I actually have people in my family that use cannabis, smoke cannabis to relieve pain. And so I always thought it as a drug, but I knew, yeah, you could use it to relieve pain and everything, but to me it was always still a drug. And this year completely changed my mind. I started looking into more of the studies. I started looking more into social media. There's a lot of unbelievable I don't want to say claims, but a lot of information there. And there's a lot of groups out there trying to clear up the misunderstanding of what cannabis can do. These newspaper articles, cannabis helps with depression, cannabis inhibits cancer cell growth. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. It puts it into the yo-yo effect. Cannabis helps with slimming down, losing weight. Cannabis regulates heart problems. Cannabis strengthens the immune system. It helps put an end to pain. And these are not just headlines we made up. They are from different articles or different studies. These here, we're showing 2 of our best sellers here. We have 5 products altogether made from cannabis, from CBD oil. It is standardized, and for those of you who have had a little bit of chemistry in school, a standardized product means that it has the same quality. It's always it's a scientific term. It's products on the market that are not standardized. They're just this type of oil. For example, sunflower oil that you might cook with. That's not a standardized oil. We have a standardized CBD oil. Let's take a look at our CBD products. CBD is one of the main substances in a cannabis plant, and I have to look at it. I'm doing it reverse in the mirror here. We have our first product that we brought out was cannabis, CBD cannabis oil. And we have a 10% or we have a 5%. And this cannabis oil, when it first came out, I was like, okay, what do you do with it? And then over the past few months, I've learned, what do you not do with it other than cooking? You don't cook with it, but what do you do with it? We recommend you putting like 3 drops underneath your tongue. You let it go through your mucous membranes. It'll be absorbed there. And you can also use it externally. That's a really exciting thing. I never would have dreamed that this would work out. But a lot of people have, a lot of customers of Natura Vitalis have been using this externally on acne, on rosacea, yeah, on infections of the heart, infections of the skin, on skin infection, dermatitis, all sorts of things, psoriasis, and they're getting amazing improvements. Some people even have infected places on their fingers or their toenails or whatever, and they're getting rid of the infections with this oil, which I never would have dreamed of. But it also reduces this infection chance, or it reduces this swelling. My son last night had insect bites on him, and we didn't find this insect, unfortunately, but we took care of the bites. And he says, do you have anything? And I said, yeah, I have the perfect thing. But instead of the CBD oil, I took our second product that we have. It's a CBD balm. And this is, it's like a Vaseline. I gotta find the camera here. It's like a Vaseline. And you can put that on different areas of the skin. It stays a little bit greasy, that's my opinion, but it works. And like I said, some of the people with some of the uses of it, that they've had infections on like a toenail or a fingernail bed for some time, and they put this on there, and after several days, the infection's gone, and it's an infection they've had for a while. Then I'm like, okay, this is an amazing product. I don't want to say a miracle product, but sometimes some of the stories of customers that use our products, it's almost a miracle, but I don't want to exaggerate things. That's one of the things you should experience these products for yourself, and so that you can see what can it do for you. Let's go on to our third product that we brought out. Our third product that we brought out is the Breathe. The Breathe is a legal way. I'm going to say it really, really funny. A legal way to smoke cannabis, and it's through an e-cigarette. Or a lot of people use e-cigarettes, and we have had people using the Breathe, first of all, to help with pain, because when they're breathing this in, when they're inhaling it through the vaporizer, it's going, of course, through the lungs and going direct into the bloodstream, and this lets it work even quicker. And one gentleman that called on my last show in German a few weeks ago, he says using this Breathe, it's not only taking care of different pains that he's had, but it also is helping him reduce his dependency on regular cigarettes. Because he says he was smoking about a pack a day, and he says since he's been using the Breathe, he's cutting it down to the half of it. And that I think is really impressive. And that is, if you're trying to kick the habit, it might be an option for you to look into if this would be a way to help. Yeah, legal cannabis, yeah, CBD oil. It is a possibility. Our fourth product that we brought out is the CBD stem cell complex. And this, my dear friends, is almost what I'd call a miracle. It is CBD oil. It's in a pill form, and it has a special. Can you see it? Can we get a close up? Okay, thank you. That it has it's CBD, and it has a special coating on it so that when it goes through the stomach acids will not destroy it, so it can go directly into the intestinal system where it can be absorbed. But this little wonder, this little green wonder, as I would like to call it, it has a special plant component in it, which enhances our body's own production of stem cells. And maybe going back to our biology course from maybe the 9th grade or 8th grade, stem cells are these cells that are newly formed in the body, and then they get their assignment. Are they going to be a heart cell? Are they going to be a lung cell? Are they going to be a liver cell? Are they going to be a cell for a vein? What are they going to be? And this product here, this CBD stem complex, it has a CBD oil with all the benefits of it, but it also has a product in there. It has a plant product in there that helps your own body produce more stem cells. And that is, for me, almost a miracle. I've taken this product myself for the past 3 weeks, and I've noticed different changes in my skin. I've had a lot of people write that they've noticed that some of the wrinkles are going away. I haven't paid much attention to that too. I haven't paid much attention to that, but I'm going to start looking more into that. It is really interesting, especially if maybe you've had some damage to an organ here or there. Maybe it might be time to start reintroducing new cells. It is so. Our body, a cell lives about 120 days, 90 to 120 days, and then it dies off. And the cells pass on their memory to the next cell when they're splitting. And but they can also, we get these new stem cells, and then they get a new assignment. They can go here or there or whatever. And so your body is really, you have a new you every 90 to 120 days. It's kind of weird to think that way, but it's like that. It just doesn't all happen all at once. It's continuously happening. And this product can help improve this process of regeneration. And our last product that we brought out in the market at the moment until October. In October, we'll bring out our next product, is CBD skin. So that too, it looks the same. It looks the same as the other product does. It has CBD oil in it. It also has a special coating over it so that it goes through the stomach and into the intestinal areas. And it has a lot of argan oil in it. We say CBD skin, that is makeup from within. And trust me, I'll be glad on the day that I can come here and say I'm not wearing any makeup because I've been using enough CBD skin, and I'm trying that out too. I've been using that for 2 or 3 weeks. I have a couple of different skin problems, and I'm looking at that to see how that works with the combination of the CBD balm and trying to get that all under control. And I'm noticing small changes and small positive changes. But of course, if you've eaten poorly like I have over the years, and then you have a couple of challenges, then of course you're not going to get rid of it overnight. But after the 2 weeks now that I've been using it, 2 or 3 weeks, I'm really happy with the results, and it's going further. And I'll keep you all posted. let's look at these different, we talked about some of the different ranges or some of the different things, the spectrum, what cannabis can do for you. But let's just take a look at this, what it also can do for the body, for the brain. It helps protect the nervous system. It helps with migraines. We have so many people that have, so many customers with migraines that have started taking the CBD products, and they've reduced their migraines. They've reduced the migraine attacks, the number of attacks, or the intensity. Yeah, it relieves anxiety. We have different customers that give the CBD oil to their dogs. If the dog gets nervous, when there's fireworks going on outside or something else, or loud noises. So it also works for people too, but it's just one of those things. Our products, animals can also use too. Some people use it for their horses. I have a woman in Austria that she's doing a study to see which level. Yeah, thank you. So it also, it strengthens the bones. It has an anti-inflammatory effect. Yeah, that alone is very good. We have one customer. She's also a team partner. She's had rheuma for years, for over 19 years. And she has finally found the relief that she's looked for 19 years through this product. Yeah, it inhibits inhibits the growth of cancer cells. Cancer cells, if you know, they have a special mechanism which makes them invisible to the body's immune system, and that's the thing why you have a chemotherapy, because a chemotherapy, they go after the cancer cells. They can only do that when they're dividing, because at that point in time they are vulnerable. So one gets steroids, so it slows down the cell division, and then at that point in time it can be hit with it. Well, there have been a lot of in vitro studies, and of course a lot of things going around in social media about this. And in vitro studies have proven that cancer cells, when they come in direct contact with CBD oil, that at that point in time, they become visible, and the body's own immune system can attack them. And so that is very promising research that's going on at the moment. And of course, in social media, you see a lot of positive reports about this. So it stimulates the appetite. It helps calm down your bowels. If you have irritable bowels, it helps calm them down. Who would have thought that cannabis would help calm down irritable bowels? It alleviates ADHS. It's antibacterial, relieves cramps. It helps alleviate sleep problems. It strengthens the immune system. These are all amazing things which cannabis can do. Cannabis used to be legal in different countries until it was figured out that, okay, we could make more money could be made with medicines or pharmaceutical things than with cannabis. The renowned Brightfield Group forecasts that in the next 3 years, CBD will earn sales worth $1 billion. You can be a part of it. Have you ever thought about that? What would it be? Have you ever thought about what if, let's go back to this what if question. What if someone told you years ago to buy Amazon stocks? Have you thought about that? What if someone had told you to get in the market years ago with Visa or MasterCard? What if someone had told you, yeah, to go in right now? Sometimes you're presented a once-in-a-lifetime chance and you need to grab it. Maybe this is your chance. This could be your once-in-a-lifetime chance to do something extraordinary. Biosystems technology. What does that mean? You know, biology, you know, chemistry, there's biochemistry. It means how is this working? How is this working in the in-depth in the body and the cell structure? What is this doing? We have the awards to prove it. Like I said, if you go in the drugstore and look at the products there, you're not going to find them with a biotechnology award. We have that. All this you could have next to nothing, starting at only 79 euros. We have different packages to start with, and it's not just that you're buying a package. You're buying products that you can use Gotta make sure I have the bottles turned around right. We have our basic package. We have our basic package with 3 products. Can I show it? We have a product, 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. And this bottle, there are 200 pills. That is for a regular use of 1 per day, 1,000 milligrams every day. That's well over 6 months supply. This vitamin C, 1,000 milligrams, why is 1,000 milligrams so important? Your body can process 1,000 milligrams at a time. We have people, I know different people, I am one of them, I take 2, 3, 4,000 grams a day, but I take it at different times because your body can only process, 1,000 grams at a time, and then a couple hours later you can give it to that again. Of course, you've heard the thing, well, you know, you're buying this and all you're doing is you have expensive urine then. If that's what they want to say, but you know what? This vitamin C that your body doesn't need, it's flushing out the heavy metals in your body. And to me, it's worth it. It's worth it getting rid of these heavy metals, these disgusting things in the body that have affected me over the years, and I don't even know that it's going on. Our second product that's in the beginner kit is our spiruletin. Spiruletin is from the spirulina algae, and this has been proven in many studies that it helps to like detoxify the body. This here has 450 pills in it. That's for 30 days because if you take it, it's 30 a day, or sorry, 15 a day. And this here, this is even chewable if you want to. There's different customers that give it to their children that are 5, 6, 7 years old, and then they chew this. Good, they have green teeth afterwards and they have to brush their teeth, but it's okay. This is a great product, and I'm enjoying using that and trying to detoxify my body. And this also, there are a couple of really, really good books about the value of the spirulina algae, what that can do for your body. And our last product in the basic kit has 90 capsules in it. Wait a second, turn this around wrong. The black cumin oil. The black cumin oil is a treasure that the Egyptians valued. They valued it for all the different, they treated their pharaohs as gods and goddesses with this. And black cumin oil has a couple of special properties, and I can tell you from my experience of using this. First of all, if you have any problems in your mouth, any sores in your mouth, you can open up one of the capsules, or you can puncture the capsule, because it's a gel capsule. You can puncture the capsule, and you can put it inside your mouth in the sore. Since I've been using it, I have not had any type of bleeding in the gums. Since I started using it, I have no more pain in the joints. I used to laugh at my father at a certain age because he would stand up or something and he would complain about his knees hurting or whatever. And at some point in time, I reached that age that it started happening to me too. And since I've been taking this black cumin oil, I don't have that anymore, and that has been a blessing. I mean, I'm not in perfect condition or whatever, but still, it's definitely helped out. I've noticed the different positive things it's done for my body. This is a basic set that starts out at 79 euros. You're getting products. You're not just getting something. You're not just buying into a system. You're getting products for yourself to use and to recommend. How is this all possible? How can we do this? How can we do this so cheap? Because Natura Vitalis has started here with the sales system that has been proven worldwide for the past 50 years. This kind of system is called network marketing, referral marketing, MLM. In some countries, like America, it's very, very popular. I think everyone in America knows 4 or 5 people in their group of friends or circle of friends that do some sort of referral marketing or MLM or whatever. In Europe, it's coming. It's coming. Here in Europe, we already have, or by Natura Vitalis worldwide, we already have 2,000 partners, and that in only 1 year. All of these expressions mean the same thing. You're sharing your enthusiasm for the products with other people. That's just like me. I drove today over 200 kilometers to come here tonight. And to tell you this, I already did right before this the show in German, and I'm doing the show in English now because we have the demand for it. And I read off the countries before of different people that are viewing around the world or that are taping it and going to look at it later. Yeah, we're sharing our enthusiasm. I shared my enthusiasm with these products. I'm really, really happy to have found these products, these natural supplements or these dietary supplements. You know. Have you ever recommended anything before? Have you ever gone to a movie and told your colleagues at work the next day, wow, that's a great movie, you really need to go see it? Did you ever get paid for it? Did you ever make a recommendation and say, well, maybe that happens from time to time if you make a recommendation for a car. Yeah, the car dealer says, hey, if you make a recommendation to buy you a car, I'll give you $200. Well, that's a possibility. But most recommendations we do every day, and we don't get paid for it. It's time to change that. There's a reason why you are watching this program tonight. And it's not just because you're doing someone a favor. You've talked with someone who's involved with Natura Vitalis, and they said, hey, you know, this could be the chance for you. And of course, up until now, we've done German presentations, or we've also done Polish presentation, and now is a new time for Natura Vitalis too, because we're starting with the English presentations now. And you are there from the first hour, from day one with the English presentation, and you have the chance to be a first starter in your country. And that's what's really exciting, building up a network in your own country. Have you thought about that? Today might be the day that changes your life. There's a saying, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Why don't you make something out of it? Why don't you do something to work towards your definition of financial freedom? And why don't you do something that can make a difference in other people's lives? The owner of this company, Frank Felte, he didn't need to start out in network marketing a year ago, or referral marketing. He was already okay. He's had his products, he's making his money, everything's fine, but he made a decision, and he decided for you, more wealth and health for you, Natura Vitalis. And he decided he wanted more people to be healthy, and he wanted more people to earn money from a different way, in order not to end up being poor when they're retired. And so this is a chance. And like I said, think about it. If you had the chance, if you know now, if you could go back into time and buy stocks from Amazon, back when they came out, knowing what you know now, would you do it? What if? Here, you have a chance to be a first starter in your country. How often does that chance come? Not very often. You use our products, like I said, use our products and recommend them to others. It's simple as that. Maybe you like the idea of home parties, where you get then, I'll say this more for the women here, where you get then 5 or 10 of your friends together, and then you all drink a little bit of wine together first, and then you talk about it, and you talk about the products, and you sell products. We have a home party concept too, and this home party concept is really good. I do have to say that I'm really happy with this home party concept, and that's available to you too. Might be a possibility. Maybe some of you are saying, oh, you know, I meet up with my girlfriends. I'm addressing the women at this moment. I meet up with my girlfriends every Tuesday evening or twice a month or whatever, and that would be a possibility of talking about the recommendation, talking about the products. It will help you earn. It will help you to build up a constant additional income for yourself. Yeah, we want to work against the idea of being poor when we're retired. We want to be vital when we're retired. It doesn't matter how many years we have on this earth. It matters what kind of life we put in those years. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We don't want to be 100 and live from age 75 to 100 bedridden. It'd be better to live 75 years and get everything out of it than live 100 years and have 25 years that you're in bed. So let's look at this. Let's look at the vitality. Let's look at a way of building up an extra income. It's your chance to be a first starter in your country. Have you thought about that? Maybe your sponsor has talked to you about that. The person that sent you the link tonight to watch this, maybe he or she said, hey, you know, this might be an opportunity in your country. Maybe it's time that you think about that. You could also, instead of building up a side business, you could say, hey, this is my thing, this is my topic, I believe in this 100%, and I'm going to go full time because that way I'm going to get to my definition of financial freedom even quicker. And that is what it's about. To be able to have enough money to do whatever we want, whenever we want. What if? What if money were no object? What will we have for a house? What will we have for a car? The easy step for you, the starter set, which I just showed you, 79 euros. We have larger packages, one that is 299 euros, and then the manager entry set is right at 2,000 euros. And I say the manager entry set, and of course with each set, then you have different purchasing options. When you buy the starter set and pay for it, then afterwards, that's the starter set here. Thank you, Rajiv, for showing that. When you have the starter set, after you've purchased that, then you're allowed to buy any products for yourself, 15% off. If you go with the second set, the 299 euro set, then any products you buy after that, you get a 20% discount. And if you go with the manager entry set, any product you buy after that, you purchase for 30% discount. So that is, so 15% discount at the beginning, or you could go with a 20% discount or the 30% discount. So you can start with these benefits right away. You have more health, more wealth for you, Natura Vitalis. And we have a wonderful bonus program that we have in Germany only at the moment. How we will establish that in other countries has not yet been decided, but that's okay because you're here tonight to learn the first steps of what's going on with Natura Vitalis and to see what's going on here in Germany. And here in Germany, we have a car program. These are the cars for the manager set. When one has already reached the manager status and maintained that, then one can order this car for himself or herself at a reduced leasing rate. We have special deals made out with a leasing company. And then every month that you maintain this manager status, then you get money for Natura Vitalis. You get a car bonus. And we have, these are our starter sets. These are small, compact cars, a Toyota Aygo, a Toyota Yaris, or the Smart. And one of my friends, Eveline, she's waiting on her Smart to be delivered. I know we already have delivered out our first Aygus. I haven't heard anything about the Yaris yet, but the cars are already rolling off the assembly line for our Natura Vitalis partners. These are just for the manager set. Let's look at what makes our heartbeat start racing. Yeah, we have the big cars, the Mercedes S-Class, the Mercedes GLE, the BMW X5 as an SUV, or the Porsche Panamera. These are cars that one can lease at a reduced rate when one reaches other levels of success at Natura Vitalis. And of course, you get an increased amount of car bonus at that point in time. This car bonus program at the moment is only available in Germany. But like I said, we'll see how it's going to develop in other countries. Who knows? That just depends on you. You're going to be one of the first starters in your country, and you can start building up a system, and building up people, and then Natura Vitalis will say, oh, well, we're ready. We're ready to offer other things too. Natura Vitalis, why? Why do Natura Vitalis? Why not something else? Because it's exactly the right time. It's the right market. It's the right company. We have our own television studio here in Cologne, where I am tonight, Cologne, Germany, with proven innovative products. I just showed you 8 different products tonight. We have over 60 products here at Natura Vitalis. Unbelievable. I'm learning more and more about the human body than I learned in all of my years of biology and anatomy classes. It's really amazing. It's a trend market of the future. Remember what I told you. In the next 2.5 years, it's going to be $1 trillion market. Yeah, unbelievable. It's the right concept. It's a proven concept that's been on the market for over 50 years. Referral marketing, MLN, however you want to call it. to be a part of a successful team. We have right now over 2,000 partners, mostly in Germany. I would say probably about 95% in Germany, 98%. I really don't know the amount, mostly in Germany. But we're expanding. We already have partners in America. We have partners in Switzerland. We have partners in Austria. We have partners in Belgium that I know of, definitely, where I could say, hey, they're there. And every day people are asking, where can we have more partners? Or are we allowed to have partners there and everything? It's your chance to shape your own career. How often do you get the chance? How often do you get the chance to shape your own career? We all know that from working. Yeah, you have an employee, you have a meeting with your boss once a year, and you discuss how you're doing and everything. Yeah, that's a possibility. But here, you can make the decision how quickly you're going up the success ladder. And we have nearly 20 years of experience. And from that, over 17 years, we've been on a home shopping network called QVC. And in order to be there, we have to be successful and have to have very, 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 very low return rates. Otherwise, we're not allowed to be in the show. So this success speaks for itself. Health is always worth more than money. Goes without saying, but we make sure that we can enjoy more of both, more health and more money for more enjoyment in life. I'm really, really glad that you joined me tonight for the premiere of the English language presentation of Natura Vitalis. I hope you have a lot of questions, and then you have the opportunity to address these questions to your sponsor. And if your sponsor doesn't know it right away, then he or she will write to the owner of the company and we'll get an answer for you. So thank you very much for joining us. And two things I'd like you to take with you. First of all, the most important person in your life is you. Because if you're not doing well, then your environment's not doing well. And secondly, Frank Felter, the owner of this company, he didn't need to start doing this like this. He was already okay, earning lots of money, very successful. But he made a decision. More health and more wealth for you, Natura Vitalis. Have a great evening. I'm looking forward to seeing you again at my next English language presentation. I'm Michelle Marie Shockley, signing off from Cologne, Germany. Thank you.